Yo, what's up, Packers fans? This is Frank Nitti with another Monday recap. I'm going to talk about the Packers' home win against the Buffalo Bills, 22-0. This was the Packers' first shutout win against since the 2010 New York Jets, and this win also helped our record against the Bills overall, which actually was a losing one. Yeah, we don't play the Bills very often at all, but when we do, we lose games, so that definitely helped. But yeah, this is not gonna be a long video this time. It's gonna be relatively short because there's not a whole lot to talk about here, mainly because even though we got the win, it was still ugly. After a very poor performance against the Washington Redskins last week, the Packers needed to bounce back this week with a win at home before going back on the road again against the Detroit Lions. So what do we take away from this game? Well, if you're a fan of big play offense and lots of scoring from both teams, you're not going to get it here. This was very sloppy, poor performance from both teams' offense. So let's start with the Packers. Aaron Rodgers threw the ball 40 times, completed 22 for 298 yards, one touchdown and one interception. Aaron Rodgers had a few throws where it should have been picked off. In fact, Rodgers probably should have thrown at least 4 picks in his game total. That's just how badly he was playing and how badly he was with his reads. I don't know what it was, but he was just off. And a lot of passes just got away from him. He wasn't more aware inside the pocket. He got sacked on a very delayed safety blitz. Rodgers should have easily been able to see that a mile away, but he didn't. He got sacked and lost the ball on a fumble. It also didn't help that there were more drop passes in this game. Devontae, Geronimo, Jimmy Graham, and Lance Kearns again all had a drop in this game. So that only made the offense performance even worse. The offense has to play better than that. Against a team like the Buffalo Bills, we should have scored more points than we did. A lot of points were left on the field because of just poor execution. A lot of practice, you can contribute that to maybe a lack of practice from Rodgers. Since he's obviously trying to heal his knee, he hasn't been practicing that much with the first team offense. You can throw that out there as being a problem. The wide receivers also just not having good hands and hanging on to the football, the play calling, all of it, all of the above. The Packers offense so far this season has been very mediocre. Against a team like the Bills, we didn't do much, and we've been forced to kick a lot of field goals. So just a completely terrible performance again by the offense. The only bright spot for the offense this week was Aaron Jones again. This guy is the only explosiveness we have in the offense. Whenever this guy touches the ball, he runs hard and he runs fast. Yet he only had 11 carries. His first carry went for 30 yards. But Mike McCarthy is so stubborn, he wants to share the rock with all 3 of the running backs instead of starting and just sticking with Aaron Jones most of the game. And it's just dumb. When you see a guy like Aaron Jones, when he's literally the only spark the offense has and you don't give him the ball enough, it's mind-boggling. And I'm just so sick of Mike McCarthy and the way he game plans, man. I don't care if he wants to talk about how he wants to give the ball to the hot hand. Well, that's clearly Aaron Jones. All right, a guy like Jamal Williams, he might be a tough runner, but he's not going to break away for a lot of big games. Ty Montgomery is a wide receiver trying to be a running back. The running back you should really be giving most carries to is Aaron Jones, because you see what this guy does when he has the ball, and he's the only explosiveness we have in a very mediocre offense. So Mike McCarthy just needs to stop being so fucking stubborn and just give him the ball. Don't sit here and talk about how you want balance when you're still having Aaron Rodgers drop back and pass 40 plus times a game. That's not balance. I'm just so sick of it. I'm sick of Mike McCarthy, man. I'm just so sick and tired of him getting a pass for this shit. And I just wish more people would call him out for it. But anyway, let's talk about defense. The biggest things to take from this game was definitely how well the defense performed. I lie against a struggling team like the Bills, who last week embarrassed the Vikings, but they went back and looked like they did in week 1 and 2. Still, the defense played great. They sacked Josh Allen 5 times, picked him off twice. One went to Ha Clinton Dix, the other went to Jair Alexander, and it was not called back this time. Yeah, we really came out to Josh Allen. One statistic that people probably don't know is the Packers have one of the best defenses in the league as far as on blitzes. So, and that's what I was screaming for last week, that we were going to probably have to send more blitzes because our guys of the defensive front, they can't get pressure on their own. And that's still one of the biggest problems with our defense. So we blitzed Josh Allen a lot, and you saw the results. He only threw for 151 yards, no touchdowns, and the 2 picks that I said. The Bills' offense only had 11 total first downs. They were 3 of 16 on third down conversions. LaShawn McCoy only carried the ball 5 times for 24 yards. So this was just a phenomenal performance by the defense, and it was finally the complete game that we were finally all waiting to see from them. Now, granted, and it was not a situation where they were just playing well only one half and being bad in the other. No, this was a complete game by them, and they were good, man. They were really good. The only problem is it was against the Buffalo Bills. So all I'll say is enjoy it while it lasts, because they're probably not going to ever play like this again. You know, this defense still just doesn't have enough talent to be a top 10 defense in this league. Still with a lack of pass rush, and when we're playing going up against a team like the Bears, who look like the best team in the North, and they're killing opponents with their defense, and you combine that with a struggling offense like ours, is going to be a problem. Now, I'm not going to suck all the Bears, and you shouldn't either, because they have yet to play good competition besides us in week 1. But you can't deny what they've done so far, and as of now, it's all about just sticking with them in the division, because it doesn't look like the Bears are going to slow down anytime soon. And right now, they're leading the division with a 3-1 record, and we're right behind them with a 2-1-1. We have to stick with those guys, period. So just to conclude this video, once again, our offense has just got to wake up. The offense has got to wake up, and it's got to play better. We're getting closer to the midpoint of the season, and any excuse not to be playing better by that point is completely non-existent. It'd be no excuse. Rodgers and the offense need to get it going, or we're going to get thrashed by better defensive teams and offenses that can score a lot of points. And a game against next week against the Lions, who can score points, it's going to be a problem if the offense can't match it. So that's all I got. I'm out of here. Peace.